are looking at ice cream cones that will never melt. It's true, it's a fact they say, but you will lick them, you will love them all the same. Mandy Merriman is here to share her treat of summer. What are they?
Okay, these are ice cream cone cakes. Because it's cake inside.
Ice cream cone cakes.
Yes, it sounds like quite the alliteration, but they are so much fun to make, and I didn't know that it was possible to make them with the pointed cones until I found this cute little rack.
What is this gadget?
This is insane. You can bake your cones in these and decorate them in them, and no one's gonna fall down. You don't have to have the flat cupcakes. You can use these cute little pointed ones.
This suspends them upright so the batter goes in the cone, and then that goes in the oven?
Yes, it bakes right into the oven, and you can use it while you're decorating too. So I figured, why not give it an update? I figured this is kind of like a more vintagey dessert, like you have the cone baked into the cupcake, but I wanted it to be, I don't know, a lot more sprinkly, a lot more bright and cheery, and I love putting gumballs on things, so.
Mandy's like, if there's room for more sprinkles, put them on there, like pile them high. Well, and we've seen this recipe in variations before, but this makes it so much more doable. Don't you just want to bear hug the woman who created that?
Yes, I saw that. I remember growing up, my grandma made these, but she had the ones with the flat tops.
Right.
And I was peeking into the oven, and I closed the oven really fast, and they toppled over when she was baking them. And it was around Halloween, and of course, she's the sweetest lady in the world, so she was fine. But when I saw this contraption, I'm like, oh my goodness, my grandma Jane would have loved this.
She would have loved that.
So what I do is I just put my batter into these little, and I just put it in my piping bag, and you only pipe it halfway full. If you do it anymore, they're gonna
So even less than like a cupcake tin.
Really little, like maybe like 4 or 5 tablespoons.
Oh, okay.
And then what you do is you bake it on the lower rack in your oven. And the reason why is because these get really toasty, and you don't want them to get too toasty. And after they bake, they turn into these cute little cupcakes.
Oh, there it is. The ice cream cone that will never melt.
And I colored these ones so they would match too. So I just think they're so sweet. Of
course you did.
So of course, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep using these ones.
Yes.
And I wanted to adhere sprinkles to the top to just kind of make a shell of chocolate plus the sprinkles.
Because then the frosting becomes the ice cream effect, right?
Yes, we wanted it to have that swirl on top.
Yeah.
So what I have here is this is just white chocolate candy melts from Wilton. And I love using the white because it's just a cute little base. This is just a melting pot. You can also melt it in glass if you want to.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna dunk it in just a little bit. Give it a little tap. It's gonna coat it just like a huge shell like that.
And we like the drips. We like the hangover.
Yeah, the hangover is great. That way you have the decorative stuff on the side. And then I also have these sprinkles. Like we said before, I'm a sprinkles addict.
Let's just put our hand over our heart for sprinkle mixology these days.
So
like they're
cute.
coming up with some really, can I say gorgeous? Like gorgeous blends.
It looks like, my little kids call it treasure. It looks like pirate treasure to them. But anyway, I just think they're so cute. So what I do is I just dunk it right in there and then also on the sides.
So that it's exposed from all angles.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you can also, if you want to save on sprinkles, you can just do the sides if you want. And then what I do with this is I actually just put them face down on my parchment paper.
Okay.
And let them dry like that.
Are we sure?
Yep. And then after, it peels right off and it's nice and flat, just like this.
Okay.
A perfect base for the top of your
bring on the top.
I have one for you, Miss Brooke.
Of course you
as
do.
always.
This is where my palms start to sweat.
I'm serious. You're going to be professional.
As I pipe next to the professional. Step aside.
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
So this is just vanilla buttercream. I think I put a little coconut in there. And so what I'm going to do is start in the middle, and then I'm gonna go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll stop in the middle, give it a kiss, is what I call it. You just pop it like that.
Middle, 1,
Doing it.
2.
Keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep the pressure.
Kiss.
There you go. Oh, guys, she's doing it. She's doing it.
If you need an apprentice, you have my number.
You're hired. You're hired, Brooke.
It's not quite as perfect as yours. Now, these caught my attention too because of the pearlized finish. That's really pretty.
They're so shiny. I get these as Archers. They have a whole, like, it's my little boy's wonderland. You go in there.
You said?
Archers, yeah, and you just go in, and it's the party store, and they just have all different colors of these.
I just haven't seen these.
And so you just, like, pull down the little lever, and then you can get as many as you want in your bag.
Oh, in the bin candy section.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so what I do is I just grab whatever one's, like, this one is kind of like a dark bluish one.
Not
so
whatever. It has to match your sprinkle mix.
Gotta match what's going on.
Yeah, lady.
And this one has a cute little mermaid thing going on with the sparkles. So I'm gonna stick maybe a purple guy on that one, give it that little kiss on top. And what that does is it kind of leaves a little barrier for your gumball to have a little nice place to sit. So we'll go.
These are fun to make. How do you eat them? Just like a normal ice cream?
You know what? Same as ice cream.
let's get technical here. How is this going
How
in
are
my
we going
mouth?
to consume this creation? So same thing. I will send my boys outside to eat their popsicles because it gets melty and crazy. So I will do it for these. The sprinkles, they roll and roll on the floor. So what I'll do is I'll just send them outside on the porch and they can just eat them out there. And they usually end up with all over their face, but I feel like they're so tasty and it's just a special little treat. And they think it's ice cream, but it's cake, and so it's kind of a fun little play on that, too.
It's a food fool. Indeed. Now, it was not lost on me that you mentioned you slipped in a little coconut in that icing. Do you play up with the flavor combination between the cake and the icing? That's got to be a fun part of this,
You really can. I made a banana split version where it had like a marbled chocolate and vanilla inside.
Banana split?
And then, and then you can dunk it in chocolate and then wrap some, maybe like some nuts around the side, and then also do like a vanilla bean swirl on top and maybe put a cherry on top.
I love how passionate you get about this.
Oh, yes, it's my favorite thing.
All excited.
Thank you, Brooke. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. And so you can totally make this your own, or even do like a strawberry one with fresh berries on it, and maybe like you can even color the cake batter that's on the inside to rainbow color.
Yeah, so the color is fun when you bite. You're going to see that effect.
Yeah, and
Mandy.
Oh, it's fun.
Thank you. Ice cream cone cakes.
Ice cream cone cakes.
Did I get that right?
Indeed.
Proper order?
You did it.
Okay, proper order of operations. You want to follow this gal on Instagram and website. What do you have coming up in your cake world?
Oh my goodness. So I'm still working on cookbook manuscript stuff, but I'm also just creating these recipes that are going to be seasonal, especially. So we're getting a head start into the pumpkin season, of course, but not too early.
Did you say pumpkin?
I did. I said the P word.
She said pumpkin.
Sorry. And so things like that. This weekend I'm posting some cookies that my son and I made on Sunday that are s'mores cookies. So
we'll look forward to all of that over at Baking with Blondie. I tell you about her classes, but they sell out as quickly as she posts them.
I'm sorry. We'll do more. We'll keep adding more.
One of these times.
We'd love to have you.
All right. The link's on our website at the recipe page, studio5.ksl.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Brooke.